I attended a Fearless Talks event last week, which was where entrepreneurs, including our very own Andy Hall from the Business Growth Hub, talked about their entrepreneurial journey and the mental health issues that they'd experienced along the way. Now, this event offered a very different view of what it means to be an entrepreneur, which was worlds apart from the sexy personas that we normally associate with being an entrepreneur, the Richard Bransons of this world. Now, a few weeks ago, possibly even months actually, I posted an article about successful entrepreneurs and the personality characteristics that help them achieve success. Unfortunately, this is not the whole story when it comes to entrepreneurs. And beneath the success and failure, there can sometimes be a dark underbelly of emotional turmoil and poor mental health. So what does the research say about this then? Well, according to the Gallup Health and Wellbeing Index, entrepreneurs are slightly more likely to report feeling stressed more of the day than non-entrepreneurs. 30% of entrepreneurs in the US are reported to experience depression. This is according to research carried out by Freeman et al. If you compare this with the UK, I'm not aware of any specific research about mental health, well, the prevalence of mental health issues in entrepreneurs in the UK. But in the general population, around 25% will experience anxiety or depression, i.e. common mental health conditions. So we can assume from that at least 25% of entrepreneurs in the UK are likely to experience reduced mental health. However, the figure could possibly be higher than that. Also, Freeman's research found that 49% of entrepreneurs reported having one or more lifetime mental health conditions. So, for example, depression, bipolar disorder, ADHD. So, why might entrepreneurs report more mental health symptoms than non-entrepreneurs? Well, a survey of business owners revealed that entrepreneurs are working over 50 hours a week compared to the UK average of 37 hours. And BizNac estimates that 94,000 business owners are working more than 80 hours a week, whilst 660,000 entrepreneurs are having their mental health negatively affected because of poor work-life balance. I guess this isn't really surprising when you consider that the journey for entrepreneurs can be tough and relentless, with around 90% of startups experiencing failure. Having a business fail is traumatic, and for some entrepreneurs they can experience psychological costs alongside reputational and financial damage. The risk of having a business fail is not the only downside of being an entrepreneur, however, and according to Freeman, entrepreneurs have lower initial earnings, lower long-time earnings, they experience more stress than non-entrepreneurs and more psychosomatic conditions. So, given these findings then, it would suggest that choosing to be an entrepreneur is not necessarily the most sensible choice. However, statistics indicate that certainly within the UK, this is a choice that an increasing number of people are making. Freeman also suggests that entrepreneurs have innate characteristics that make them vulnerable to mood swings. So he suggests that people who are energetic, creative, motivated are more likely to be entrepreneurs, are more likely to have strong emotional states, and some of these strong emotional states may be along the lower mood level, so they may experience depression, feelings of hopelessness, and possibly even thoughts of suicide. This idea of personality characteristics being a double-edged sword was suggested by Bruder in her article. She looked at research carried out by the Swinburne University of Technology in Melbourne, Australia, which suggested that the same drivers that can enable entrepreneurs to be successful can also cause their downfall. Now, the research in this area is still limited, and we do not know whether stressors in the entrepreneurial role lead to reduced mental health, or whether a high percentage of entrepreneurs actually have mental health conditions which can either drive them to the dizzy heights of success or plunge them into despair. I suspect that the truth lies somewhere between the two, where creative and motivated individuals have a vulnerability towards reduced mental health and are tipped over the edge by excessive demands, but obviously more research is needed in this area. So in the meantime, there is the question of what can we do to help entrepreneurs survive and thrive. There is a wealth of research into what makes entrepreneurs successful, and some of it is about practical issues such as choosing the right product to take to market, getting the right investor at the right time. Equally, however, there are a number of psychological success factors around cognitive coping strategies, emotional resilience, and how entrepreneurs perceive and respond to failure. Here at Cognoscenti, we've pulled together research from a range of sources, including positive psychology and sports psychology, to produce the resilient performance model. And the resilient performance model emphasises the crucial cognitive strategies that enable entrepreneurs to maintain their resilience and courage when under pressure. The resilience performance model also helps entrepreneurs be more in control, more focused on making good business decisions, and comfortable in recognising and limiting self-imposed limitations on their ability to succeed. So, if you would like to know more about this model, do get in touch with us. You can contact me on sharon@cognoscenti.uk.com, or you can ring me on 0161 344 5492. Look forward to talking with you.